Hey everyone, Presale here, your second favorite Uniswap ape. So I decided for today's video just to make another Uniswap market update, since it's been a while since I did the last one. And when I did the last one, the market was quite shaky. And now obviously the market's back to doing pro. So let's go over what's new, how the past projects performed, and what upcoming ones there are that are exciting. So in terms of past ones, I think in the last video I got up to Polka Market. So Public Mint came out, that did Pro, and Fractal, Unido, Blank Wallet, and Project Inverse. So I'm not sure if you heard for Blank Wallet, it turned out they actually sniped their own listing. So that is a bit scammy, if you ask me. Not a big fan of that. They said they're going to make up for it by using the fees that are burnt, a third of those fees to go towards recouping that issue. I mean, they made quite a bit of profits on the community by sniping and selling, but either way I think that's not pro. Then Project Inverse came out today. It did 10x and it's sitting nicely somewhere around there, maybe just under. I think it's got quite a lot of potential, still very low market cap. So overall the pre-sales are still doing super well. I think one could argue Polkastar, the hype is maybe dying off a little bit, since the latest projects aren't doing, like 100x or 50x. Now they've gone down, but I do think the quality of the last few ones haven't been all that good. I mean, there's some very pro ones coming up. If we look here, I'm a big fan of Chain Guardians. I think this one will do more than the 15x. I think Economy is also big. I mean, blockchain cuties, that is so... I don't know, that's so random. But I do see the hype dying a bit down of Polkastar, although I think it'll still stay there. I mean, all pre-sale platforms at the moment and public sale platforms are selling out and being way oversubscribed. So I think that's just going to continue as long as the market is bullish. So in terms of upcoming projects, I mean, the ones I've already rated, there's a lot here that still have to come out, like Polka Oracle, Boson Protocol. I mean, there's a lot here that still have to come out. Labs is going to be an interesting one to see how that plays out. It's garnered a lot of hype. Happy is one that I think is very interesting to see how that plays out. Also very low initial market cap. Leprechaun also is pro. Cashtag, I mean, there's so many here that are so promising that are going to be releasing soon. Then in terms of upcoming ones that I haven't covered yet, that I will get to eventually, it's just that I'm waiting for, tokenomics for some of them. Star Atlas, they said they're going to be releasing some in-game gameplay, and I think this one is really going to be massive. I mean, if you read their white paper, you'll be shocked at how pro it is. Then you get some other ones. Obviously there's some here that are on Polkastar, but I think there's some hidden pro ones, like Stater can be quite pro. Privy, there's Alpha. I mean, there's so many. Sigma Dex I think is going to be quite huge. So there is a lot of very good ones coming up that definitely keep on your radar. And I put all the ones, in my opinion, that are quite pro on here. So yeah, I'll cover those in the coming weeks. So in this market, I think everyone can agree that getting into pre-sales is harder than ever. And it seems like day to day it just gets harder and harder. And I still go back, if anyone asks how to actually get in, I still go back to my how to get into pre-sale early videos, where I say you just need to build connections. I think that's really the best thing you can do. I mean, the more people you know, the more people you can find allocation through. Join as many groups as you can, obviously. So I think still the strategy in this market is just to keep hunting and grinding, sleep little. Obviously sacrifice is worth it while the gains are pro. And yeah, just try. All you need is one. I mean, BSC pad, for example, did 100x. Actually more than 100x. I think on seed round it did 500x, which is insane. And I do think the Binance pre-sales BSC pad launches will also gain some hype. I think those will perform quite well. There's BSC View coming up, so definitely also keep an eye on those, because I think those will build up some nice hype and momentum. So yeah, that's what I think is a current strategy in the market, what you should do and look out for, obviously to make the pro gains. Obviously that's what we're all after in the end. So yeah, also wanted to mention just update on Plasma Pay, which I covered in the last update video as well. They did release their plasma swap, as it's announced here in the Yahoo article. And as you can see here, so it's quite slick. It's really pro in my opinion. And yeah, this was their announcements of the plasma swap launch. And I do think in general it happens quite often. You know, sell the news since the beginning of crypto. You know, as it builds up to a big event, for example, mainnet, price pumps and pumps, and then as soon as it's mainnet, you know, the price dumps. I mean, that's natural, and then it can go up afterwards again. So I still do think Plasma Pay is very undervalued. So I think this is one definitely to keep an eye on. Do some research yourself and see what you think. But I do think it's got really, really big potential. So yeah, that wraps up my video today, just as a brief update on the market, what's coming up, what's hot and what's not. Even though not much isn't hot, because everything's hot in this market. I mean, people just ape into everything that you get a chance to. And that's also one thing I would say just to be careful on. You don't want to just ape recklessly. You still need to do your research and make sure it's not a rug, because there's still a lot of rugs going around, especially on Binance Smart Chain. So be careful out there, guys. And as usual, thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe and like the video. Join my Telegram group, always discussing upcoming pre-sales there. Super valuable info on there. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.